Man, it sure does feel good to come back to your home base airport and come right back to see the beautiful birds moving and flying and departing and landing just like you remember from a couple years back. Seriously, Houston Hobby is my home airport, and I absolutely love coming here and seeing these many Southwest birds come and go. Many of you might know this, but for those who don't, Southwest Airlines takes up 95% of the terminals here at Houston Hobby Airport. But bear in mind, the Southwest World Headquarters is at Dallas Love Airport, just 300 miles to our north. But with so much busy traffic at Houston Hobby and at Dallas Love, the Southwest Airlines traffic at both airports is equivalent. So I've always determined that Houston Hobby is the twin sister of Dallas Love. That's how much traffic from Southwest comes and goes through here. I imagine it's the same over at San Antonio. There's a little history behind that. Southwest Airlines started with just flying between Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas. And it has expanded to one of the largest low-fare carriers in the world. And as with any airline, there are a couple of things that make Southwest Airlines unique. Special liveries like this one here, Colorado 1. It's just one of Southwest's many special liveries.
Any more A boarding passes? Any more A boarding passes? Do I have anybody who qualifies for extra time boarding? That'll be indicated on your boarding pass. Extra time boarding at this time.
Now on Southwest Airlines, they have commemorated several states of the United States with special liveries, Colorado 1 being among them.
Have any remaining business select A-list preferred customers who did not receive an A boarding pass?
The other states that have been honored by a great design on Southwest Airlines livery include Arizona 1, California 1, Colorado 1 we just went over, Florida 1, Illinois 1, Imua 1 in honor of Hawaii, Lone Star 1, the very first one for the Lone Star state of Texas, where Southwest Airlines was founded, Louisiana 1, Maryland 1, Missouri 1, Nevada 1, New Mexico 1, and Tennessee 1. And throughout its history, Southwest Airlines has had many other different special liveries for other things and other people within the Southwest Airlines history. First one being the Charles E. Taylor, who was the first aviation mechanic who helped the Wright brothers get the Wright Flyer up. Colleen Barrett, the President Emeritus of Southwest Airlines. Donald G. Ogden, the very first Vice President of Flight Operations for Southwest. Freedom 1, embroidered with the Stars and Stripes of the United States of America, an extremely beautiful livery. It is on one of my previous videos. Check out the Freedom 1 spot and you'll see Freedom 1 in all of her glory. Heart 1 and Heart 2, those are painted with the special Heart livery of Southwest Airlines, because Southwest always advertises as the airline with the most heart. Also, the Herbert D. Keller, the founder and chairman emeritus for Southwest Airlines. It's embroidered with the classic Desert Gold livery. The Jack Vidal, the first vice president of maintenance for Southwest Airlines. The Roland W. King, the co-founder of Southwest Airlines. Silver 1, honoring Southwest's 25th anniversary. The Spirit of Hope, in honor of the first ever Ronald McDonald House in its 30 years. The Triple Crown 1, and the Warrior 1. And of course, there's been many others in between. And if you're lucky enough to see these beautiful liveries, trust me, they are well worth the viewing, and whenever you find them, the spot is absolutely fantastic. Get as many images and video of these beautiful liveries as you can. And let's not forget, Houston is the 4th largest city in the entire United States, and obviously the biggest city in the state of Texas. And there's a lot of business corporate offices right here in the downtown Houston area. And Lord knows these business executives have to fly elsewhere around the nation and maybe around the world for business. So yes, a lot of these corporate and business-like jets are very popular around here at Houston Hobby. I imagine more so over at Houston Bush. And let's not forget, there's also a Houston Executive Airport located on the northwest side of town, going from Houston past Katy over towards Sealy and Columbus. Unfortunately, between my last excursion and this excursion, my old camera had died and was rendered useless. So today, I'm utilizing my brand new camera. The camera that I'm using is the Canon EOS R100 mirrorless camera. It has a very great professional feel to it, and I can have two ways of seeing my imagery: a 4-inch display screen or the traditional peephole that you have used ever since the beginning of time for cameras. It came equipped standard with an 18-45mm lens. I'm using that mostly for walking shoots, as you saw at the beginning of this video, and for soft close-ups as I was walking through the airport. But for this action, where you're seeing the planes land and take off and move, I'm utilizing the much more powerful 55-210mm lens. The 55-210 lens offers a powerful zoom with still crystal clear clarity. As you can notice right here, you see this jet taking off, but you also see the exhaust coming out of the jet engines as well. Great HD resolution and crystal clear imagery, and this lens is very, very impressive. Now, there are still some things about the camera itself that I'm still trying to figure out, like how do I make it focus on the faraway objects as opposed to the close-up objects. I will continue practicing with that and hopefully get crystal clear imagery no matter what. But for right now, as I'm using it right now, this imagery is coming out beautifully.
Hey, it's a B1630, come on up. Anybody else have B1230? All right, 31 through 6. You have C1 through 30, go ahead and align yourselves in those columns. Space in the front course. A or B1 through 60, come on out.
At Houston Hobby Airport, there are only 2 runways that can handle the specifications needed for the Boeing 737s of Southwest Airlines to land and take off. That is 13R and 31L, along with 4 and 22. Unfortunately, at this time, 13R and 31L were under repair and reconstruction at this time. So the only one that was being used today was 4 through 22. So knowing that, and knowing that runway 4 runs right by the terminal in the direction that it's going right now for the takeoffs and landings, I went over to the other side of the terminal to see if I could get a better angle of the planes leaving the runway. And even though it offered great views of the last part of the landing, the takeoffs, unfortunately, not that much. So I went right back over to the first spot that I was at for the beginning of this spot video, and I was glad to see this. They have already pushed back Colorado 1 to go for taxi and takeoff. And then you'll see something very, very cool as this shot progresses. There was not 1, not 2, but 3 jets already pushed back and ready to go, and they all went in sequential order for their taxi. And in between their taxis, I was able to get a lot more great takeoffs and landings in between their taxi. And then a few more jets fell in line too, as obviously this was a busy time for takeoffs and landings. Well, this is the beginning of summer, and a lot of people are traveling at this time, so it makes total sense. It's just beautiful to see these beautiful jets just taxi and get in line and go to the one runway to go out in the rest of the nation and maybe around the world. Let's not forget that Houston Hobby does offer some international flights to the Caribbean and Mexico from where it is.
Southwest Airlines featured Marcus Tom Colson going to Atlanta. Please remember this will be 23.
There will be a couple more spotting videos from this particular day, so stay tuned to SWA Powerhouse for more. In the meantime, y'all take care, God bless, and enjoy the flight.